up with wings as eagles. They shall run and not be weary. They shall walk and not faint. What a great promise that God promises us. He promises us strength, my brothers and sisters. Will you call on him on this Monday? Some people say Monday is the hardest day of the week. Well, if it's hard, call on God. He'll give you strength. If you feel you can do it, I'm here to tell you that you can't. Call on God. He'll give you strength. If you think that you can make it by yourself, I'm here to tell you that you can't, my brothers and sisters. Call on God, for he gives strength. Once again, he gives power to the faint, and to them that have no might, he increase strength. Brothers and sisters, you don't have to walk in this world powerless, because God has made you to be powerful. And if you will call on the name of Jesus, if you will repent, remember what the scripture says in 2 Chronicles 7:14, if my people that are called by my name would humble themselves and pray and seek my face and turn from their wicked ways, then will I hear from heaven, forgive their sin, and heal their land. God is calling you to come back home. Come back to the land that he has given you, because he is able to give you the power that you need to be what he's called you to be. My brothers and sisters, what a mighty God we serve, and he is waiting for you to come back home. And remember, God is waiting, and he wants you to know that there's a way out of your mess, and it's JESUS.
Where can you buy a brand new Nissan with a lifetime warranty? Kingston Pike. Hey, folks, you're listening with Ted Russell Nissan. You heard it right. Every new Ted Russell Nissan comes with a lifetime warranty, and that's a long, long time. Ted Russell Nissan on Kingston Pike.
Good morning and welcome to AM 1380 WYSH and Ask Your Neighbor. Ask Your Neighbor can also be heard and seen on our website, WYSHradio.com. And if you are in Anderson, Rome, or Morgan County and have Comcast cable, you can watch Ask Your Neighbor on BBB TV Channel 12. Ask Your Neighbor is the program where you call in and do just that. Ask Your Neighbor. Do you have a comment? Do you have a problem? Or do you have a question? Then call in and ask your neighbor. 865-457-1380 or toll free at 877-711-4005. And for those of you that might be listening or watching on the internet, you can email from our website, WYSHradio.com. Just click on the Contact Us button and email your questions. Now sit back and listen as listeners throughout East Tennessee and the entire world answer your questions on Ask Your Neighbor on BBB TV 12 and AM 1380 WYSH.
Good morning, everybody. Ask Your Neighbor, rolling along here on a Monday morning. I didn't get a chance to say thanks to Former Chief Scarborough, Rick Scarborough, coming in Friday. Normally, that was the day that Representative Reagan comes in. He couldn't be here, so we had just did the kickoff announcement for Rick Scarborough. He's going to run for state rep, so I thought, well, we'll take advantage of having an open date. Got Rick up here on Friday. We have open phones this morning, and the investigations and stuff with Clinton High School are continuing. Of course, my phones blew up all weekend, but I want to tell you, I was talking back and forth with Dr. Parrott. I think this was Thursday, Friday. People were sending me information, and like one said, we just received your report. So-and-so was fired. Can you confirm? Asking me. So I was passing this stuff on. And on that, Dr. Parrott said, that did not happen. We're still investigating. Then literally another person just turned around and I think this was Friday, sent me a text saying that they were someone that they weren't going to fire. Anyway, Dr. Parrott, I said all that to say this. He said, I'm not sure where all of this, being the people that were giving me information, is coming from. The investigation has to be finished before any further decisions are made. I can't make any further comments on the investigation because now everything has to go through the DA, the district attorney. So, and they've been involved, I guess. They got involved, been involved. So we're going to kind of follow that lead with the district attorney and follow what's going to come out on that and give, I don't know if it's an expanding. I don't know if it's current. I don't know exactly the depth that the DA is going to get into it, but we will let you know. Keep you posted. 865-457-1380, 877-711-4005. And we, like you, hear, tons and tons of different things. It's just trying to confirm one of those different things before we go air with it. Good morning. Ask your neighbor.
Hey, good morning, Ron. Hey, I just wanted to say that they ain't no telling what might happen here in this wonderful country we live in. Some bad and some good. I was going down toward 61 Highway yesterday, and down toward Marlow. I went down there to jump somebody off.
Mm-hmm.
But the car quit. Anyway, I was on my way back, and I turned one road short of Sulphur Springs and come about 200 feet up that road. There's just a little bitty tiny baby girl, it looked like, walking down the middle of the road headed for the big intersection.
What?
And I pulled up beside her and stopped. I said, "Where you going, sugar?" And she just kept walking. And this lady was with me, got out of the truck and went down there and picked her up. And, of course, she's too little to talk. And we went to several different houses around there to see where she belonged or anything. And nobody knowed anything about it. There's a subdivision there, and nobody there had any kids. And finally, another lady come up in a pretty new truck, said she lived in that area, and that she had called the law and let the law come and see about it. Well, anyway, we let her take over, and we went on our way. But I can't imagine. We did stop down at that Spur filling station at the bottom of the hill there.
Yeah.
And they said that there's a man fussing with that little girl, and she kept getting out of the car on him down there at the Spur. Now, that little girl looked like she's an Indian or something from, up in Alaska. But she was just so little, and to be able to get to that position and nobody intercede with her,
Yeah.
Traffic is awful heavy yesterday evening. And it's just remarkable that she didn't run out in front of a car or something like that, or somebody run over her. And if anybody hears anything about that little girl, I think the Anderson County law come and brought in the DHS or whatever.
Okay.
But that was just unbelievable that anybody let a little kid out on the highway like that.
It's a weird world that we live in, Wilson.
Well, if anybody hears anything about it, I'd like to know what the outcome was.
Sure. If we find out, I'll pass it along. If anybody knows, we'll have them call in, buddy.
Okay. Thank you, and have a good day.
Thank you, Wilson. Have a good day. Bye-bye. 865-457-1380, 877-711-4005. What are you doing this morning in here, Jasper?
I just brought the mail up and
Did we get lots of good? Did we get good mail?
Yeah. I got some junk mail.
Junk mail's no good. Okay. Well, anyway. All right. Well, good. How was your weekend?
It was great. We celebrated my nephew. He graduated from PAL, and he had his graduation party yesterday up at the pavilion at North Dam.
That's cool. Yeah, we went to Trey's graduation. It rained just for a few minutes and stopped, so it turned out okay. Good morning. Ask your neighbor, WYSH.
How you doing, Ron?
I'm good,
I just want to call and let you know I got a hold of Jason about that generator.
Oh, good.
And we're going to meet up later on when he gets the time to get around it.
Well, there you go.
Got a lot of running around, dude, and everything. So, but we connected up. I went to school with them and everything.
Well, good. I hope we found you one.
I just want to call and let you know.
Thank you, buddy.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. We've said it a million times. Trading time works. 865-457-1380 or 877-711-4005. They have pals outside too?
Yeah, it was outside. It's had a little bit of rain, so it was very overcast. They were on the fence.
Yeah, Trey graduated magna cum laude, and he had 5 of the little tassels. I'd have to refer to the key to see what they stood for.
Yeah, that was a good family picture of you and your kids.
Thank you very much, Jacob.
And your mom and dad.
Jacob didn't get. I wanted one with me, him, and Trey, and Jacob's like, "No, I'm already over here." You know, when they get that age, it's just so hard to deal with them. You know what I mean? The whole world. Good Lord. Moody teenagers. Anyway, but. And Jacob was arguing with Trey prior, so he's like, "I'm not going." I was like, "Yes, you're going." "No, I'm not. I'm mad at him." I said, "You won't care in 30 years. You're going." When I wanted him to get out there and take a picture with him, he said, "You should be glad I came." Okay, fine, whatever.
Now, was Trey relieved to be graduated? Is he?
Yeah, I talked to him because he's been stressed. I mean, he graduated Roan State. And he graduated, Clinton High School. So he's walking out of Clinton High School with an associate's degree, and he's, with a 4.0 grade point average. And then now he's a little bit, nervous. He's got summer. He's got a few months this summer. He's going to work. He works at Home Depot. He's going to work and just kind of take a moment, take his breath. But he's also catch his breath. He's already been accepted over to UT, studying to be an astrophysicist with a minor in music. He's already been accepted to the UT music program to be a minor. He's already been accepted to the Pride of the Southland band.
Now, what instrument will he be playing?
That's just it. That we think saxophone. But what they'll do is if they have a deficiency in something, they'll move him to it. Yeah. These guys, when they get to this, Trey's. He's an accomplished musician, and so, he can read music. So all he has to do is figure out how to make the A on a trumpet or a trombone or whatever it is that they need. Probably would keep him in on a woodwind. I don't know, but yeah, he'll probably play a sax, either an alto, which he likes playing. He likes playing alto sax. But for instance, he got in this regional. Was a regional jazz band. They take the best of the best and put together this regional band, combined with different kids from different high schools across the state. And so he was in that. But he played a baritone sax, which he hadn't played before, but that's what they needed, so that's what he played. Yeah. So I don't know. I think he's going to play saxophone. I think. But he'll play whatever. He'll play whatever they hand him to be in the Pride of the Southland band. That's something he said since he decided he was going to be in band, probably 5th grade. No, whenever they offered it. I guess 5th grade was the year they offered it at Clinton Elementary. Maybe 4th. Whatever grade they offered it, that's when he started. When we'd go to the UT games, that was, I'm going to do that. And I said, good. See if you can get Daddy some free tickets. So there you go. We might have our hookup on tickets, Jasper.
Right on.
We might have it. So be ready to go. But yeah, I was really, I really enjoyed it. Got to, I was like, so. He had plans. So what are you guys doing? He goes, I don't know. We're going to get into an adventure. I said, just don't get into jail. Adventures are great as long as they don't, include anything that might get you put in jail. He was like, Dad. So that worked out. No jail.
Well, it won't be long for the twins that will be going through that process.
They will start as freshmen. Tomorrow's the last day of school? Wow. The official last day, I think we leave Thursday. So, wow. Crazy, isn't it? Crazy. Flying by. Heck, it'll be football season before we know it.
Now, is James David, is he going to be playing basketball?
Already made the team. Been practicing on the Dragons summer ball team.
Oh, okay.
He's already been practicing with Coach Lockhart. So he made, and again, I don't know if it's the junior varsity or if it's freshman or whatever, but what they do is they bring them in, they try out for summer league. So they have the Clinton Dragons high school summer team. So there you go. He's on that. He's been going to practice. So hopefully he'll get a little bit of playing time as a freshman.
What was he, about 4th or 5th grade? He really took a liking to basketball?
At Blaze, when E.T. turned it up at Blaze. Now, he's played, Trey, they all played ball at the church. Upward. All of them did that. James David took to it. Trey was good at basketball, too. Jacob was just like, he's just getting people's way. Jacob is stout. He's really stout. He was just like a little fire plug, spark plug.
Little linebacker.
That's what he's got a little more lanky now, but back then. So he didn't take to it as well as the other two, and James David loves it. We watched the documentary on Kobe Bryant this weekend. You ever seen that?
I haven't seen the documentary.
It's good. And, it's hard to believe that he didn't get into any more messes than he did walking out. He was 17 years old when he went to the NBA. I mean, the guys would go out after a game or something. He'd be like, can I go? They're like, no, you got to be 21 to go to the places we go. He's playing in the NBA, 17, 18 years old. How do you not lose your mind? Most kids go to college and lose their mind because they get away. But they say he was always like focused, knew what he wanted to do, was very methodical about practice.
Michael Jordan really spoke very highly of Kobe Bryant. So.
Well, that's who he patterned to be like and eclipse, which he did. All-time scoring record, he's just ahead of Jordan. One ahead. I think Kobe's number 3 on the all-time scoring, just ahead of Michael Jordan.
Wow.
Isn't that incredible? So we watched that. So, yeah, the kids had a good day, a good weekend. Boy, Jacob worked on his ATV. He's got a girlfriend now. She came over, which I'm not saying anything bad about the girlfriend. It's just that, it's like they're not moody enough. Now throw a girl in the mix, It's like, okay, just shoot me now. But yeah, outside of the rain, and then James David snuck in and got the lawn mowed. I guess it was Saturday. We had a number of hours, where it was nice, dried up a little bit. So
you got grass to mow?
Oh, I got grass to mow. I
thought maybe those go-karts might have.
No, they tore there is go-kart track and ATV track and everything else in my backyard. But that's fine. There's still plenty of grass to mow. Oh, and James David got so mad at me because he wanted to pull the blade all the way up. I said, no, put it down here. No, Dad, you'll kill the grass. I said, this is where I want my grass cut, right here. Dad, you don't know what you're talking about. I said, okay, well, here, how about we do it this way? You either cut it the way I want it, or I will not give you any money for cutting it. Where do you want it? There you go. That's the right answer. Click. Then when it was done, he was like, you're right, it looks good. I know.
Yeah, it's always good to get a close cut when you got the cool temperatures, but when it starts getting really hot, you definitely want to lift that blade up. So.
Yeah, okay, Mr. Yard. I don't want it to die, but I don't want it so tall either that it needs to be mowed the next day.
Right.
Live stuff's been growing like crazy.
Yeah, that big rain that we had.
Oh Lord!
Thursday, was it Thursday, Friday?
We had them both.
Thunderstorms.
Yeah. So it's me and James David were trimming stuff. We were outside and hedge trimming. This is amazing on how quick they've grown just in the last 2 weeks. Stuff's growing. It's springtime. It's time for everything to come back alive. Even the stuff you don't want to come back alive, all those weeds. 865-457-1380. I'll be back. We'll take your calls, or we'll be back and wrap things up on Ask Your Neighbor here on a Monday morning. Good morning, everybody. It's 8. No, it's not. It's not 8. It's 10:33.
Hi, this is Jim Miller with WYSH Local Information News. Remember, if you see news happen, email me, jim@wysHradio.com, or message us on the WYSH Facebook page. Each day, we bring you the latest in local news. David Aldrich, Captain Accurate, has your weather forecast, and Pete Michaels is in the sky with the traffic. So we've got you covered, and if you see news happen, let us know. Your source for local information news since 1960, WYSH.
Anderson Crossing Pharmacy has earned the trust of its customers through their friendly, professional, and fast service. Their staff has a combined over 100 years worth of pharmacy knowledge. And Anderson Crossing Pharmacy has a wonderful staff, and they'd like to invite you to be part of it. If you're interested in a position, stop by and fill out an application to Anderson Crossing Pharmacy, 3318 Andersonville Highway in Andersonville, or call for more information, 865-494-8444, 865-494-8444. Anderson Crossing Pharmacy, your hometown pharmacy. Today, it seems like all businesses are being bought up by huge corporations, even body shops. Here's Barry from H&H Body Shop.
Yeah, there's a conglomerate and that has come in and bought 3 of the major shops in the Knoxville area that were all local before. That's okay, but it's not the hometown stuff that folks around here expect and want. So spend your money with the local folks. We try to, and then you'll still get treated like your family, and what happens to you is important to us.
So do business with local hometown folks. No matter if your car needs an oil change or a complete color change. H&H Body Shop, 749 North Main Street in Clinton. Call 865-457-9735. H&H Body Shop, there since 1960, and there when you need them.
H&H has been around 56 years. We're Darla and Barry, and we appreciate you dealing with local hometown people that's been there and going to be there.
Have a great day, everybody. Thanks for tuning in, dialing up, calling in, listening in, and being part of the program. We do appreciate it. It's 9:35. Great classic country music all day long, and more of everything you need to know about what's going on in East Tennessee, Anderson County, Clinton. We've got it all for you here on WYSH.
Thank you for listening to AM 1380 WYSH and Ask Your Neighbor. Make sure you tune in at 10 a.m. each day, Monday through Friday, right here on AM 1380 WYSH and BBB TV 12, or listen live online at WYSHradio.com. And remember, if you have a question, comment, or problem, call in tomorrow and